The O.C.G and I'm back after some technical difficulties. Oh, yeah, how's it going now?
Aveline, late to lunch and looking ashen again. I fear you are not resting enough.
Oh, Papa. I'll take my rest when this life is exhausted.
You will hasten that end at this rate. I do fear you are more like your father than is fit for a lady. A chip of the same block. In passing, Monsieur Blanc requests your assistance at the warehouse. I dare say he has work to offer.
Is that all he has to offer? I should think for all his attention, he would request your hand.
All the same, it's the work that interests me.
Philippe.
Oh, dear me. By the turn of this conversation, it would appear I have lingered too long at this table. If you'll excuse me.
Good day, Papa.
There, he is gone. I can tell you now, Aveline. I have taken care of everything. Your friend will be safe. If you have any more womanly problems, do not hesitate to see me.
To the warehouse, Batman!
Second time this month. Customer relations are strained enough without shipments disappearing.
Your frustration is understandable, monsieur. In your position, I should demand a full investigation. Please, let me look into it. I will go talk to Monsieur de Saint-Maxent at once.
Most grateful, Monsieur Blanc. At least I know I can always rely on you.
You don't see nothing, motherfucker. Hello.
My boy, the cargo was stolen from this very ship. I have no more means of retrieving it than you do.
Oui, monsieur. That is indeed troubling. Well, what would you suggest, then?
I know this much. The devil had the gall to impersonate my dress and my signature. Can you imagine?
No, monsieur. Imagination has never been my, strong suit. If it's not too much trouble, may I look at your books?
My books? I'd interrogate the captain. If this crew takes bribes, I'd wager he's no less corruptible.
Pardonnez-moi, mademoiselle. Croyez que ce genre de...
Come back anytime.
Are you the captain of this ship?
Si. Capitan Carlos Dominguez, at your service.
May we speak in private, Capitan?
Who am I to refuse such a comely creature? Come.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what happened with Monsieur de Saint-Maxent's shipment?
Why would you want to know? Bah! Don't you worry, my little Adeline. The cargo found its way to the intended recipient. Let me pour you a cup. I dare you to tell me this isn't the best Madeira wine that ever graced your heavenly lips.
If you insist, Capitan.
I do. You will not find a better vintage in all of the New World.
I'm intrigued. Truly.
She pulled a Batman on him.
They
But
hid
yeah.
the goods in 2 warehouses.
This game has a lot of really cool stuff going for it. But, okay, so... Oh, I mean, to go on a little bit of a tangent. Okay, so... Originally, this game was made on the Vita, PS Vita, so basically like PS2, PSP2, I mean. And it was meant to be a companion piece to Assassin's Creed 3, although it really is its own game, which I'll get to that in a second. It was called Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, and whereas I have a Vita as well, actually, it's laying right there on the floor. I just didn't know if you had a Vita. I guess we're 2 of the 5 people that still do. I love my Vita. I've actually completely jailbroken it. It's completely hacked. I have all kinds of custom games and shit on there. The shit you can do with the jailbroken Vita is amazing. But regardless, so it was made for Vita. Yeah, I could show you how to jailbreak your Vita and get games. So it was made for Vita, and at the time, it was a remarkable feat, because it actually used the same engine that Assassin's Creed 3 did, and had a lot of the same gameplay. It was almost like a full Assassin's Creed game on a handheld. Well, not quite full, it's a little bit shorter, but it was like an actual Assassin's Creed game on handheld, whereas the previous games they did on handheld for Assassin's Creed sucked. So then they decided to remaster Liberation for 360 and PS3 called Liberation HD, and they dropped the 3 from the title because this is really its own game. They just kind of put the 3 in there to, I guess, kind of ride the hype of Assassin's Creed 3, but it has a different main character, a different part of the world, a different main story. It's only tangentially related to, I'll be in there in a sec, Mom. I love you, bye. It's only tangentially related to 3, so it didn't really need the 3 suffix. And they improved the lighting, they improved the textures, they improved the graphics, because obviously they had much more power on PS3 and 360. And then we come to the version where I'm playing now, which is they remastered Assassin's Creed 3 back in 2019, and it was actually a huge remaster, mind you. Redid the textures, redid the lighting, so as a bonus, when they remastered Assassin's Creed 3, they also remastered the remaster of Liberation. Redid the textures, redid the lighting, redid the foliage. So it's like the third release of the game, but it's really good. Liberation is a fantastic game in the series. It's actually one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games, but because it released on Vita, and obviously I like Vita, I'm sure you like Vita. Vita didn't do very well financially. Most people didn't play it. So in the series, I think Liberation is one of the most underrated games in the series. I love it because it's set in New Orleans in the 17th century colonial times and in the Bayou. And the Bayou in particular is one of my favorite areas in any Assassin's Creed game, which you'll see in a little bit. It's fucking gorgeous and awesome. I'll be right back. I have to take my medicine. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to take my medicine. I take Zoloft and omeprazole once a day. Okay. But yeah, so I love Assassin's Creed, as I mentioned. I enjoy Assassin's Creed a lot. And this is one of the games in the series that didn't really get a lot of attention, didn't really get played very much. So I really enjoy it for that reason. And also because it's just a good game. I really like the idea. New Orleans and the Bayou is a fantastic setting for an Assassin's Creed game, and they have awesome tree parkour in the Bayou. All those tangled branches really allow for awesome free running. And like the... And, this game has a really interesting idea, because in France, in the 17th century, they actually had programs... Or not, okay, in New Orleans in the 17th century, they actually had programs where they called them replacement wives. A French man could have a black wife while he waited for a white wife to come. And that black wife had all the privileges of a lady in society. But what was cool is the Frenchmen in society used that as just an excuse and basically stayed married to their black wives. So in the 17th century, New Orleans and the Bayou, you actually had a pretty good chunk of black women that were free. And not only free, but were privileged members of society, the elite. Which was just fucking unheard of in America at the time, because obviously slavery was in full fucking swing in the 17th century. So this game has like a persona system that examines the different sides of Evelyn. You have her assassin persona, which is obviously assassin. Then you have her lady persona, where she's a lady of culture. Then you have her slave persona, where she disguises herself as a slave. And it's really cool they show the different gameplay and the different facets of that. And that's not something they've ever done in any of these games. Sorry, rub my eyes. Sorry, I'm. Give me 1 second. My anxiety's peaking. I'm just sitting here and taking a moment to calm myself before I go back to playing. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I just have to ask my mom a question real quick. Sorry about that. All right. And if you're fighting with your kids, just look at them in the eyes and say, "This is what Keenan told me to do." He told me to slap the shit out of you. Obviously, I'm just kidding. I don't want anyone to think I actually condone child violence. You think most people know I'm joking, but then again, in today's society, you don't know. But you know I'm joking. I'm just saying that in case somebody watching the stream gets the wrong idea. And they're teenagers. I feel like it's their legal obligation to be awful, you know?
Where did you get the nice hat?
Well, everybody has bad days, you know?
Look at this face, fella. Look at the pretty feet.
That's not something I can really comment on, honestly, as a kid. I excelled in grades. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I was considered something of a child prodigy. I was really, really intelligent as a kid and excelled at all my classes and was basically in advanced classes by the state because I was homeschooled. But when you get homeschooled in Missouri where I'm from, they have a board come out and examine you. So it was everything else that I struggled with. Human interaction, making friends, getting bullied. Schoolwork was like the only thing that I just excelled at. But we all have our crosses to bear in life. Your daughters, I guarantee you, are... well, I'm sure she'll get her shit together.
I am terribly grateful for your assistance, Mademoiselle de Grandpré. But how did you ever... Never mind. Just please, tell your father to expect a considerable discount for his trouble.
You may put your mind at ease, monsieur. The cargo will be delivered on time.
I dare say thanks are owed to Saint Nicolas.
Or perhaps a guardian angel, monsieur.
Ah, Aveline. I'm sure it is not your old father's company that draws you here. I will leave you both to your private business.
Aveline, the documents you found aboard the Rat Captain's ship. I recognize the name. Rafael Joaquin de Ferrer, a known enemy. I don't know what his business is here, but we can be sure it's more than a simple larceny.
How can I help?
One of Agate's servant contacts tells us that he will attend a social soiree
That's
at
great.
the governor's mansion this evening.
I'll have my best dress ready. Or my worst. Fear not, Gerald. I'll uncover his true purpose.
I technically had the credits to graduate at 15.
Familiarize yourself with the governor's mansion. Perhaps discover a discreet way to enter.
Don't worry, Gerald. I will prepare well.
One more thing. There is a small house for sale near the governor's mansion. It would be ideal for a dressing chamber. If you wouldn't mind buying it.
Your wish is my command, Monsieur Blanc.
Like I said, I know sometimes I act dumb as fuck, but I'm actually pretty intelligent when I want to be. Oh yeah.
Salutations.
Bonjour. Remember, we need these goods delivered to the south entrance just after sunset. Here, this will grant you access to the kitchen.
It starts off slow, but it does pick up and get a lot better. Trust me. I might as well buy the dressing chamber right here. And I just love the bayou in this game. I'm hoping to get to it so you can see it. Also, at midnight... Oh, it unlocked after 2? Oh, that sucks. Are you enjoying Phantasmophobia? Phantasmophobia?
I will visit the tavern tonight.
At midnight tonight, the remaster of Horizon Zero Dawn comes out. I'll be playing that. I've already got it pre-downloaded. If you want to join. If you're still up.
With the Spanish under our spell, the company man will at last have the power to fulfill our true purpose. And if you provide us the labor,
good, then you
we'll
enjoy
ensure
me.
the errors of Santo Domingo are not repeated here.
I will do all I can to smooth the handover of the colony, and your mission will have all the workers it needs, provided you make good on your promise. Labor is in tight supply as it is, and I must remain in power as governor. Were our arrangement ever detected?
My, Governor. I fear the air of conspiracy has gone to your head. We'll make good on our promise, so long as your end of the bargain is kept.
Everything is under control. You can count on me.
Bueno. Then I shall await to indulge in your delightful soiree. Tonight, I drink to the death of the Brotherhood.
Why?
You would sacrifice the good of the colony to a Templar conspiracy, Gouverneur. I should ask you why.
The Order is the future. The Templars will keep our colony French.
The Templars will keep the colony Templar. Why does the Ferrer want workers? Tell me his plans and redeem yourself.
I know nothing of his plans. I was to send him slaves and vagrants. The ones most likely to rise up against...
Against those who would oppose oppression and claim the life that is owed them. Rest in peace, Gouverneur.
Le gouverneur est mort!